Hey, Rigsters here, now with a completely different game, U-boat. I decided to cover this game because it's changed quite a lot since I last played it a few years ago, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of show the game and also make some observations about it. So let's get started. I'm going to keep the realism medium with collision damage and realistic earth curvature turned on, and all these other settings, as you can see here, are on semi-realistic and normal. Economic difficulty is something new I have not seen in U-boat, so I'm going to keep it medium. That way I feel like I earn the money, because it seems like, I guess, easy would be too easy. So here you can customize your sailor that you play as, which is kind of funny because you can make him really muscular, or you can make him really thin. So I'm just gonna make it kind of like that build. Now these are just mostly cosmetic. There's no like statistical differences with your crew when you have different shirts and hats and stuff. So there's a lot of different type complexions. Oh god. The mouth or headpiece or complexions look kind of interesting and weird when you change them all. Let's do type 1 for that. And we'll name ourselves, well, my captain, just name it Riggs. There, Captain Boat. There's some really cool, interesting details they show inside the boat that's very realistically modeled. They really put a lot of work and effort to all the tiny little details of your boat. So, let's go to the warehouse before we set the sea. To go to the warehouse, in case you don't know or it's first time playing, this I'm very familiar with. You just click on this box over here, and you go to Hans Fisker? Fisker? I can't pronounce German names very well. So you click on show me what you got, and it'll say take a look. Now there's all sorts of equipment, food, ammunition, fuel, torpedoes, and items. So this menu may look a little bit confusing here. Equipment is actually what the store has. Storage room, as the name implies, that's what you actually have on your boat right now. That can get a little bit jarring or confusing if you're not familiar with this kind of stuff. So let's go to food, because if you don't have food, the crew will starve and die, just like in real life, which is quite brutal. So you don't want to have that happen, because one time years ago when I didn't manage my food right, they died because they ran out of food. So you don't want to run out of food, but you also want to cook a variety of foods so that way your crew is happy. Now there's all sorts of different foods here. Canned food lasts the longest, of course. The more exotic food like preserved fork, yeah, they eat forks. Pork is doesn't last as long, they cost more, but they boost morale when in and out of combat, so it keeps them happier and keeps them feel like they're more at home. And there's also the rare luxury food, exotic fruits. They last the shortest, but they boost the most morale, because morale in this game you have to manage too, because if the morale goes too low, they break, and that would be quite disastrous for certain orders and stuff. So we're going to put in some vegetables and exotic fruit, and your money is towards the top left corner of your screen here. They call it budget. That is how much you can spend. So you just move the vegetables to the storage room by left clicking fruit or vegetables. I can't get fruit and vegetables correctly today. And I don't want to buy 99 of these, so you just left click this little slider here. And I'm going to store 25 of those. And just in case, I'm going to also do some potatoes, because who doesn't like potatoes? Potatoes, the reason why I'm going with that is because I think they're cheaper as well. So we'll put those there. They actually don't cost anything, which is weird. So next up, you can check on ammunition. This is for your main gun, the large caliber AP, which is the deck gun. And the small caliber is your flak guns. Fuel is very important. Now it's a little bit confusing here. The fuel is actually available to buy is on the left here. That's how much fuel they have here. This is where your fuel actually is currently equipped on the boat. It only costs 20 bucks, so I always refill it to maximum. Torpedoes is your main armament outside of the deck gun, and it's also a heck of a lot more stealthy. So you want to select either like T1 or T2 when you start out in the early war period. I'm going to get an additional steam powered torpedo, even though they're less stealthy. Just simply left click and drag into there just like you do with food. And items are special equipment. They're very expensive, but they can help with certain exotic missions. I've never done one that required a diving suit. Combat helmet reduces incoming damage for your officers, so they don't die when they get hit. Breathing apparatus is if you have to make emergency repairs underwater, or if toxic air fills the boat when you get damaged. And also quite expensive. Also, this total time to transport all goods means that in game time, this equipment takes time to move into your boat. So you want to kind of plan and optimize your resupply accordingly. Ideally, probably when you're retrofitting the boat, you can like store stuff in as well. And what I mean by that, when you hit exit, you go to I want to upgrade my ship. And when you research and unlock various equipment and gear, for example, say like diesel engines, you can research and unlock Snorkel, which was a later war mod that allowed diesel engines to breathe at periscope depth and also allowed to recharge the batteries. And even also actually either escape or attack quicker. This was actually a very important innovation for submarines. The Snorkel allowed you to travel farther, faster, and not occasionally stealthier, but allowed you to go quicker at periscope depth instead of relying on these electric engines, which you can increase your accumulator capacity by 25% once you research in the campaign. So, with that out of the way, you can say goodbye. And what else do we need here? So the last thing you need to do before you head out is check recruitment here. This is where you can recruit and show files. Now I think we have, I'll choose my crew. Yeah, let's see how many crew we have. 16 out of 18 sailors. So, oh. Why would we want less crew? I don't get that. So that's something new in this game that is different. So when you go to, I would choose crew for the next assignment. They changed it a little bit where you can actually check these checkboxes and either add or subtract crewmen or officers. What does this Iron Cross mean? Does that mean you're ready for a promotion? I have no idea. Oh, and this is schedule. You can schedule certain tasks and also see what they're good at as well. And also squads. You can have like squads of sailors doing random things. I'm just going to keep it on the game default for now. Alright. And what else do we have here? So, here we go, that's recruitment. Alright, so if you want to do missions, which is required if you want to leave port, you can click on the leading officer right here. It's pretty funny that they're pressed by the last patrol when you didn't even do a patrol. It still cracks me up. So, you can, what are the orders for Admiralty? That starts a mission. So, I'm gonna see if, oh, whoops, that's not it. There we go, what's new in headquarters? Yeah, we're gonna start an operation. You can, this is how you upgrade and get new equipment as well. Now these snorkels and stuff, or armored coaling towers, they tell you like how long it will take as well. So this is hydrophones. Okay. Improved toilets. Sonar decoys. Wow, there's a lot of different whatchamacallit. There's a lot of different researches and equipment you can do in this game as well. Military stash. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that for now before I close this out and stuff. Let's see if we can research, not accumulators, let's research and improve toilets. So let's have him, oh, you don't have any officers, manage the crew. Oh, I need an engineer. Management, do. I'm gonna do, let's see here. I'm gonna do the leader actually. I've decided to do one of those. And one of the, can I do multiple? Let's see, no I cannot. So I'll just do the improved stash then. And then I will put the crew back in that is not there, you know what I mean? Because if I kind of have too few officers, I can't really do anything. So I have to have one officer away for now. Let me see if I can purchase anything different here. Oh, you can do specialist crews. You can increase the limit to 7 over time. Ah, okay. And then you can open up to run more than one at a time. And you also could do free roam, which removes the requirement of having assignments before you head out to sea. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to close this here. So, hope you enjoyed this video. It's Rigsters Journey, signing off.